Welcome. Selamat malam. Belum lagi tengah countdown ya. 30 cukup. Tak nak ni baby. Okay, jap. My life, yep, I life. Okay. Sabar. Okay. 2. Yep. Okay. What to expect? 3.6. What to expect? Aku ada je muka aku. Yap. Sabar. Kita countdown dulu. What to expect? Evernight dengan DHPT. And then pasal side quest, semua boleh skip dah. Probably ada surprise. I don't know. Maybe 3.7 punya apa trailer. Mungkin teaser ke apa kan. Ya, itu je lah yang kita expect. DDD rerun. DDD tak boleh habis DDD. DDD rerun. What up Fik? Finally boleh buat awal sebab sekarang maghrib masuk awal kan. So aku boleh prepare awal lah. Aku ada je kat sini lah. Tara. Ada je tengah tunggu countdown ni lah. Ada saja di sini. Mari kita tengok Dangheng PT. Dangheng DHPT. Aku nak tengok. Side quest boleh skip kan. Side quest boleh skip. Boleh lah aku habiskan semua side quest dalam akaun nombor 2 aku tu kan. Side quest dialog kan tak boleh skip lagi kan. Rerun siapa So Dangheng takkan final baru habis kan. Anaksa. Sebab Anaksa skill dengan attack, so Dangheng boleh guna dengan Anaksa kan. Dan untuk Evernight probably higher scene kot. Higher scene atau pakai stories. Rasa case stories kot. Sebab dia support case stories Aku letak suara setengah pun bunyi bapak. Kuatnya. Padahal aku boleh tengok trailer Selalunya kan tak dapat tengok sebab semain maghrib. Padahal aku dapat tengok. Mari. Minggu ni asal blur? Tak adalah busy. Dia buat dah. Aku lupa. Sekejap. Ni tak adalah busy. Mana relax tengah main story of season tu lah. Nak tunggu sampai boleh stream game tu. Sebab tengah grind Sikit lagi. Mungkin esok ke ada kot. Nak habiskan je last episode yang tu. Last stream story of season. Jadi aku boleh prepare untuk Assassin's Creed punya DLC minggu depan. Kalau salah Iman. Lepas tu Ghost of Yote. Banyak game-game kan. Bulan Oktober banyak game. Apa yang bulan Oktober? Game aku ada tulis malam. Silent Hill 25 September. 16 September DLC Assassin's Creed. Oktober 2 Ghost of Yote. Oktober 3 Digimon. Oktober 10 Oh ya Allah banyaknya. Non-stop. Baru buka HSR 8 lama. Sekali pun tiba-tiba dapat seri draw. Okay tu. Ada final kan. Okay lah. Boleh. Bagus. Berkurun tak buka. What? Okay, trailer. Agleya asyik sponsor je Agleya. Diorang ni tak pandai tau. Stream dia orang pecah tau. Sebab dia orang stream video. Patut terus re-upload je lah kan. Tu nampak stream memang pecah gila. Dah lah aku stream lagi pecah lah. Okay. Mash Evernight. Okay. Jangan. Take it. Dia dapat apa? Core flame
And follow me as soaring dragon of the wilderness.
Woo! Hi.
Mountains roar,
Cara jadi lepas terabok. Jadi tinggi Oh.
Become my guest.
Dia kita punya Evernight. Soundtrack sedap. Tap 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 tap. Dia macam creepy punya soundtrack ah.
Until we meet again, everyone. Self-righteous path strider of the harmony. You think you can do that?
You know that the dawn is there.
Bobo. Mai lari semua datang Pokemon.
To rise.
If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead.
Alah, macam Akron punya air.
God that trailblazes way forward.
Now, let's bring the true Evernight to this world.
Let the trail blaze, write an ending unlike any that ever was.
Okay. Back to Earth in Evernight. Back to Earth
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon,
Good evening.
evening. It's a pleasure to be back for the version 3.6 Back to Earth and Evernight special program. I'm your most beloved host, Albert. We also have the honor of inviting 3 passengers of the Astral
Kenapa
Express to
Sunday?
spend some precious
yalah,
time with us
passenger.
today. Let's give them a warm welcome.
Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be back on the special program. I'm Himiko, the navigator of the Astral Express.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dan Hung, the Express's guard.
Terus evolve tu
Long
lah.
time no see,
Jangan.
dear viewers. I am Sunday.
Sunday. Lama tak nampak Sunday. Himeko pun lama tak nampak.
Always nice to meet old acquaintances.
Thank you, Mr. Albert, for inviting us. You're still as lively as always.
It feels like we've only met yesterday. I can't believe it's already been so long.
Biar Himeko
Reuniting with
kembali
old
ke?
friends is
Kembali
like a
kot. Dah habis
bird
mogok.
returning to its
Dah habis
nest.
mogok.
It's good to see that
Mogo
you're
yang tak
doing
ada
well,
function.
Mr. Albert.
To be perfectly honest, I've been really looking forward to seeing you
Terus
all
sekali dia orang
again.
terfikir
It's
rupanya
like
dia orang tak boleh
having a
hidup
family reunion.
kalau tak ada duit.
Mr. Albert is welcome to come visit the Express more often. I've even gotten some inspiration from Amphorius for a new style of coffee.
Well, I'll definitely visit if I have time. But let's first get to today's main topic. In the previous version story, the Trailblazer took on the role of the
Kita skip je story, nampak? Dia cerita story kot dekat trailer, dekat apa? Presentation ni. Tu yang orang marah tu, aku tak kisah sangat. Kalau aku main story tak adalah untuk story sangat pun. Alhamdulillah.
According to our will.
We also forced Lygus to compromise with us. Without that genius's constant meddling and obstructions, we have an even greater chance of defeating Iron Tomb.
Air Tomb,
Miss
kita lawan Air
March,
Tomb ke? Passion.
or should I say Miss Evernight, provided critical assistance on this front.
Definitely. She helped the Trailblazer break free from the Exomyth and return to Amphorius, and she also headed over the core flame of world bearing to us.
Even though she looks quite different, I still believe that March is on our side.
But it feels like Evernight has a dangerous aura about her. What exactly
whoa.
happened to March?
Mem dia.
Yeah, those jellyfish floating around here don't look like they should be messed with.
The situation in
Dia
Amphorius is
punya memo
changing
sprite.
rapidly. Based on what Miss Evernight said, it
Memo
seems she
sprite
also
asyik
has her
meletup
own
kan.
ideas about Era Nova.
Memang sprite yang
Mr.
tak
Sunday
panjang
is quite
umur, pendek umur.
perceptive. In the version 3.6 story, Evernight will attempt to save Amphorius by implementing her own idea of Era Nova.
Her own idea? Would it deviate from the plans we made with the Chrysosairs?
Even though Evernight has good intentions and won't harm the Trailblazer, her plans do indeed clash with our current concept of deliverance. So Evernight ends up interfering with the Trailblazer's plans through certain means.
Time is running out. There's no more room for hesitation, Miss Himiko. I wish to return to Amphorius.
So Evernight nak break cycle Amphorius lah. Lepas tu dia nak buat cycle dia sendiri ke apa? Tak
And
faham.
it's too risky
Kita
with
tak tahu
all the
kena main
dangers
nanti.
Amphorius has shown.
Any risk is worth it as long as we can bring back the Trailblazer in March and reunite all the Express crew. You would do the same in my place.
Tapi dalam
You're
proses
right.
tu tiba-tiba dapat
I should have
pecahkan
known you'd say
cycle tu dia orang pun
something like
keluar
that.
daripada simulation tu.
Since Amphorius is a world enveloped in Memoria, there must also be something I can assist with. Miss Himiko, I will do everything I can to help them return safely. I also believe that Miss Black Swan will make the same choice.
You kids, promise me that you'll take care of yourselves, all right?
I will.
Kita tengok tu.
Of course.
Albert. Mata berkaca.
My heart!
Ah.
I'm so moved! Oh, the Astral Express family must be brought back together. However, due to the time dilation inside Amphorius, Don Hung may see some serious changes once he's back on Amphorius.
Is this the sacred tree in the Grove of Epiphany?
Huh?
Why are all its leaves dyed gold?
Only a few grains of sand have fallen through the hourglass, but already so many years have passed. There is something
Ni dapat kuasa kat sini ni.
melancholic about
Pokok ni
it.
kan.
There also
Dang.
seems to be a few strange creatures here.
These are actually twisted monsters when the Garden of Recollection's mimetic life forms merge with the Destruction's golden blood. They're preventing Don Hung and the Trailblazer from reuniting. In order to make our journey go more smoothly, I'll present some intel
Oh, ni
here
lah budak
about the
geli
head of
ni
these
kan,
monsters, the I-Core Memo
Binatang.
Sprite, Judge of Oblivion. This monster's specialty is that it can target a single ally character and launch multiple single target attacks. If the target of the Judge of Oblivion's attack is protected by a shield, the Judge's toughness will be reduced after the attack.
Looks like you'd ideally want a character in your team that provides shields when fighting this monster.
Exactly. In addition, before the Judge of Oblivion uses its ultimate, we have to manually select an ally character to take the most damage.
I see.
Also, in the version
Nak promo
3.6
shield balik kan.
story, we will
Tak perlu
head
pun
into
kalau kau
and
ada
explore
overheal
the
okey
great
je.
tomb
Bos baru
of
tu.
the
Ha.
Nameless Titan.
Nameless. Is there a 13th Titan outside the 12 we know?
Aku hari tu lawan
This is the
tak ada
deepest
susah pun.
rune
Tak
in
pakai
that
shielder pun okey. Tak
After it is
pakai
stripped of
shielder
its
pun
mythical
okey.
embellishments, the
Tak ada,
colossal
tak ada,
storage
terus sangat.
matrices flicker incessantly, recording an unknown
Apa ni?
path.
Nameless.
Oh?
Ada rahsia.
An unknown past?
Uh-huh. We learned previously in the story how the two paths of erudition and destruction have influenced Amphorius. This world is less a place where paths intersect and more a place where paths battle to the death. And now the path of remembrance entanglement with Amphorius' millions of epochs will also be brought to light. I'll let you in on a little secret. Perhaps it all has something to do with a certain pink companion?
Mash.
Okay, now let's take a short break. So we resume when we're back.
Oh, Mash ke ataupun Siren ni? Siren ni kot. Siren ni. Pink Companion katanya tak tahu Pink ada dua kan. Tapi dia dah cakap lah pasal Evernight ni memang kita dah tahu dah transformation tu macam mana. Tapi yang tadi last Nameless Path tu probably Siren ni kot. Nameless lah. Cepat juga dia punya ni. Dia punya summary story Sebab kena complain hari tu So cepat gila. Speedrun kot. Tak sampai berapa minit pun. 15 minit? 10 minit? 20 minit? Redeem. Bam. Kenapa lagu dia macam suspense tu. Member macam confused. Tu semua Dolon Marsh kan. Semua dia punya passive kan. Tak ada apa pun nak test ni. Straightforward je. Ada ulti pakai ulti je kan. Then apa? Letupkan lepas tu spawn balik
So March was
Tak nak
drawn
ais,
to
tak habis-habis
Amphorius
ais.
for some unknown reason, but she also transformed into Evernight? What's the relationship between the two of them?
Well, according to what Evernight herself said, Evernight symbolizes March 7th's forgotten past, and she's existed up to this point in order to protect March 7th's future. We learned from the 3.4 storyline that March 7th, who appeared to be encased in ice on the Express, actually entered Amphorius before we did. Evernight only shows up when March 7th's life is in grave danger, which means March 7th must have encountered serious trouble during her time adventuring alone.
Grave danger.
That's...
So March jadi ais tu sebab
the forgotten
dia dah masuk
past.
dulu Euphoria sebelum kita masuk
That
Lepas tu dia
means
dalam bahaya,
Evernight's
Evernight pun
formidable
muncul.
powers could
Evernight ni
also
macam
originate
yang
from March's
standard lah kan. Macam
unknown
karakter-karakter
past.
yang bila dalam bahaya keluar kan. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yugi.
Hide mysterious powers. Of course, March 7th has always been the most precious thing to Evernight, and the one she'll give everything to
Sebab tu dia
protect.
remembrance. Sebab remembrance ni kan
So
berkaitan
even though
macam
her
future
intentions
apa
are
semua kan.
good,
Sebab kan dia dah protect masa depan March, Evernight pun keluar
March
kan.
7th and make
Right.
March's wishes come true, regardless of the collateral damage. You've got to be careful around her.
Actually,
Apa yang main story
there was
tunggu dia orang
something in
cakap je
version
lah.
3.5 that I've been
Dia dah
thinking
faham.
about this whole time. Those memo keepers from the Garden of Recollection who tried to trick the Trailblazer seemed very afraid of Evernight. The memo keepers left as quickly as possible when she appeared. Is there some connection between Evernight and the Remembrance?
No, we can't reveal any specifics right now. But the Remembrance is not a unified faction. Different sects and memo keepers all have their own agendas. Evernight is very aware of the plot that the Garden of Recollection is currently scheming, and she hasn't held back in dealing with these memo keepers to clear the way for the Trailblaze. Naturally, she became someone they wish to avoid.
Oh.
All right, I'll leave it to everyone to find out more of Evernight's story in the game. Next, let's see what Evernight does in combat. Evernight's forte is working in sync with memo sprites. Her memo sprite is called Evie, and it shows
Evie,
up as a
ya,
little
lupa pula nama
jellyfish
dia.
next to her when she enters battle. Evernight can increase the crit damage of all memo sprites on the team. The more remembered
Berapa?
characters on the
24
team, the bigger the increase.
Depan dia habis semua 24
When she summons the
Abang tahu
jellyfish
lah
during
apa.
combat,
Daripada
Evernight gains
32
Memoria.
jatuh ke 28 lepas tu
Accumulating
24
Memoria will gradually increase
Damn.
the damage dealt by the jellyfish.
Untuk
After
yang
reaching a
memo
certain
sprite
number of
buff lah.
Memoria stacks, the jellyfish will immediately take action and deal damage to all enemies.
Her combat style is completely different from March's previous styles. It's much more intimidating.
Sama je lah macam imaginary kan. Cuma imaginary March tu lebih ke arah support dia dah. Ni dia boleh lagi banyak offensive lah.
Trigger the jellyfish to self-destruct as much as possible to deal more damage.
Exactly! When Evernight or the jellyfish's HP drops, Evernight will gain a certain
Dapat
amount of
stack.
Memoria.
Lagi banyak
Both
stack
herself and
lagi
the
apa,
jellyfish
Memoria,
will gain
Memoria.
buffs. Here comes the
Memoria
key
penuh
part.
dia
When
advance
she uses
forward
her
lah.
ultimate, Evernight deals damage to all enemies, and she and the jellyfish will enter a special enhanced state called Darkest Riddle. In that special enhanced state, the damage dealt by Evernight and the jellyfish is increased. After Evernight uses her enhanced skill, she'll also gain extra Memoria.
Even the jellyfish changed to a red and black color.
Pandai
Evernight in
susunan
this
dia letak
state
high
seems
scene dekat
much
slot
more
3 eh.
dangerous.
Why is Evernight
Sustain dekat slot 3.
always
Try hard betul.
holding an umbrella?
This umbrella is her little assistant. When she's facing enemies, it becomes her weapon, dragging the enemies into the Evernight. After using her technique, at the start of the next battle,
Dapat
Evernight
Memoria.
increases all allied memo sprites crit damage and gains some points of Memoria. Alright, now let's take a look at our other companion who gained a new form. Don Hung Permansor Terrai.
Dah hang chat GPT. Dah hang chat GPT eh. Bermain Sotera. Ini bibi telur ni. Sedap nama-nama.
So, what happened to Mr. Don Hung? How did he gain a new form?
On his journey to find the Trailblazer, Don Hung encountered obstacles in the shape of both Evernight and Terravox, demigod of Earth. After obtaining the power from Bipeder Lunay's Azure
Payah kot apa voice
Don Hung took
actor
another step
Dang He ni
forward
kan.
on the path of
Dia banyak
permanence,
form kan.
protect
Sekarang dia buat
friends,
3 kan.
Save Amphorius.
Nak buat suara
He
lain-lain sama
unlocked
lah.
the powers
Mash
of Permansor Terrai.
mungkin apa?
Powers that only belong to
Kes
him.
lain 2 je kan. Yang
The
lain tu lebih
Golden
kurang sama
Dragon
je. Dia
soars
ni
above
lain-lain
the
tu.
lands for one reason: to protect all.
It seems as though Don Hung's powers this time are related to the earth and mountains, unlike his water dragon form from before. Overall, he also seems a lot more composed.
Ini Avatar
This
weh.
trailblazing expedition
Tanah
of the
jadi pertahanan
Ramphores
kan,
has
permain setera eh.
strengthened my true inner desire.
Kalau air,
I want to
naga
do all I
air.
can to protect my companions. Permansor Terrai's powers come from
Terai,
this desire.
pemansur
Having
terai.
taken the Earth core flame,
Terai,
Don Hung
Terai.
also becomes even more closely tied to this world.
So, is this why Mr. Dan Hung is now taller?
Amphorius's earth creatures usually have powerful builds, like mountain dwellers and dromuses. I suppose that growing taller is a side
Yelah,
effect
dinosaur kan, dinosaur
of
tu kan
accepting
tinggi
the
semua
earth
kan.
core flame.
Lepas tu dia tinggi.
Ah.
Only by comprehending and aligning with the way of the world can one's path lead to everlasting existence. For the person Don Hung is right now, aligning with the way of the world means to share the same fate as Amphorius. In the future, Don Hung will continue to explore the way of the permanence and look for more possibilities within the permanence.
After gaining these new powers, I can provide my team with comprehensive protection during battle.
Shield tanpa gacha.
When using my skill, I will designate one ally character as my bondmate and
Bondmate.
summon Soul Dragon for them.
Semua orang
At
dapat
the
shield,
same
bondmate.
time,
Ya.
I will provide a
Bondmate kena
stackable
nerf.
shield to
Tak ada
all
interaction dengan
allies.
LC dah kan.
You can
Follow up
give your
dia,
teammate an
aduh.
extra summon.
When Soul
Tak ada
Dragon
interaction
takes
dengan
action,
LC, tak ada
it
interaction
dispels
dengan
one
Anaksa.
debuff from
Anaksa
all
apa carry ni?
allies
Oh, Anaksa
and
apa carry you?
provides a shield.
Sunday
You've
seri
kept your
dah
word
Anaksa.
and carried out your conviction to protect
Mesti dia orang
everyone.
tunjuk Anaksa
You
apa
sure
carry kot.
bring a
Nah.
sense of security.
Selalu kan macam dia orang jual
When I
Anaksa ni
use my
support dia
ultimate,
letak
I
kan.
will deal damage to all enemies and provide a shield to all allies. At this time, Soul Dragon will be enhanced. When it takes action, it will launch a follow-up attack on all enemies.
By using follow-up attacks, Soul Dragon can also build up more shields for the entire team, adding another layer of protection.
Ya,
Take
ni lah
another look at the
sepatutnya ada
screen.
ni kan. Oh,
When
final.
Finan is the bondmate and activates his territory, the Soul Dragon can follow him into the effect to safeguard him.
Yalah.
When I use my
Dah
technique,
try dah kan.
I will daze the enemies within a certain radius and make the character who triggers combat my bondmate. At
Ooh,
the
okay.
start of the next battle, I will use my skill once
So
on this
first-
character without consuming any
Dia
skill
first
points.
first
The
turn
ability to
bondmate
grant a
kan.
summon to a teammate
SP
will make
positif
for
lah.
a
Dia
lot
baik
of fun
betul-betul.
combinations.
You'll have to uncover more of these lineup combos in the game then.
Our bonds of companionship stand more sturdy than the
Dia tak perlulah nak
toughest
skill
rocks.
first turn kan. Sebab
You
teknik
can
dia dah
now
bagi
trust on
bondmate
Hung
dekat
to watch your back in a
teammate yang
fight
serang
even
last tu kan.
more.
Macam tu lah.
Now, let's take a look at version 3.6's banners. In version
Banner,
3.6's
laju, eh?
first half warp event, Trailblazers
Nisha.
can acquire the limited 5-star character Evernight. The limited
Zui.
5-star light code
Tu
to
dia
Evernight
tu.
stars will also have a
Tu
boosted
dia
drop.
dia.
In the first half, the limited 5-star
Tu
character
mata dia
The
dia.
Herda is returning.
Dia letak
And
what?
At the same time, the limited 5-star light cone
Tak, dia letak kenapa dia letak?
will become available once
Macam tu
again.
dia.
In version 3.6's second half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Don Hung Permansor Terrai.
Itu
The
biasa
limited 5-star light code
survive.
for Worlds Apart will
Usha.
also have a boosted drop rate. In the second half, the limited 5-star
Anaksa,
character
okay.
Anaxa is returning.
Pelik-pelik,
While at the same
Anaksa
time,
okay lah,
the limited
eh.
5-star light cone life should be
Dia
cast
letak
out
dengan
rate
Anaksa.
will
Memang
become
last push lah tu.
available once again.
Oh,
Thank
last
you for
push
the
lah.
introductions, Mr. Albert.
Dah boring lah rerun dia.
And I've got even more news.
Oh, apa lagi berita?
Version 3.6 will also have a new animated
Animated,
short.
okay.
This animated short contains a very important part of the story in version 3.6. Make sure you don't miss it.
Oh, an animated short about Don Hung? Then we'll have to pay close attention. The art style
lah,
also
DDD
looks
lah.
quite unique this time.
Dang, okay.
Clearly defined, with a very strong
First
2D
half tu
feel.
DDD guys.
It's almost like a
Apa
mural,
lagi?
and it's definitely very different from the usual
Oh my
animated
god,
shorts.
betul sih aku
In
rasa DDD
addition,
rerun aku
a
rasa
Mirror
jadi betul tu.
Celestial short about March 7th is also coming soon.
Itu lagi orang
Stay
excited tu.
tuned.
Well, the animated short isn't the only thing with a unique style. We saw many unique things about March and Don Hung today too.
Mm-hmm.
Lah itu boring.
Setting out in the Star Rail, March 7th and Don Hung have been the Trailblazers' closest companions. They've experienced so much together. They've all quietly gone through various
Kau pun
changes
macam dah
throughout the
complete lah
journey.
kan Fi. Anaksa dah
Before
complete
the
lah.
start of this
E0X1.
program,
Tak ada apa
Don
kan.
Hung asked me if he could take this
apa
opportunity
lah nak ni.
to say a few heartfelt words to the Trailblazers.
Dia orang deriran Derta sebab
Mr. Don
Derta boleh lawan Ligers kan.
Thank you, Mr. Albert. Now then,
Jadi daun dah.
you once asked what trailblazing meant to me.
Tak ada ke free character tu? Tak ada. Sebab tu tak boleh percaya
It has
sangat
taken on
Lik.
thousands of wills and thousands of forms.
Orang duk hai aku cakap dah tunggu dulu
The
kan.
trailblazers to
Nampak
be
macam dia
those
nak
who
bagi
save
free kan.
themselves.
Oh ni Pentelia.
It is to
Kenapa
be
dia
with
recap
all
ke apa?
living things. And
So tak ada lah
be with
maksudnya.
you. No matter the ebb and flow of fate, even
Oh,
in
ni
the face
soundtrack
of
tu.
tempestuous seas. in the
Tapi kalau
name
aku
of
nak pull
trail,
Icon, nak pull
I will guard
Icon
your
siapa
way
je?
Calamity undone lands beneath me.
Oh, Icon Marsh
What
aku.
remains is
Sebab aku nak di jap. Oh, okey. Apa ni? Oh, ni free lah. Tu. Betul tu. Free tu. Apa pula tak boleh? Baru tanya, Vic. Tu free. Aku tengah fikir pasal DDD tadi tu. Free lah ni. Oh! Lupa excited kan. Free lah. Tengok taklah LC dia power kot. Tu free. Tapi dia pandai dia orang Dia orang letak LC dia tak sekali dengan DDD tau. Sebab dia second half kan. Harel betul. Dia orang letak Mash punya LC DDD. Okay. Macam Harel. Aduh sayangnya kalau dia letak dekat free to clear 15 Oktober. Okay, 15 Oktober. Right, sebulan lagi. Lepas tu dapat level 60. Okay. Tu kita dah boleh agak dah. Okay, tengok kit dia pun dah tahu dah. Dia kena nerf sikit. Lepas tu LC dia macam lain macam. Nak jual LC kan. Aku tadi tak terfikir pun. Ingatkan macam dia tengah cerita pasal recap ke apa kan. Kali betul tu free. Tahniah. Tapi sayang lah tak sikit DDD. Dia orang silap tu.
Up next, it's
Bukan silap
time
saja
for the
lah. FOMO.
version events. On a warm and sunny day, Professor Naxa
So, Lik boleh percaya lah sekarang. Tak boleh juga. Tak boleh juga.
On his academic research. Before he left, he gave the Trailblazers
Dia yang tu, yang ni
special
boleh percaya
Trailblazer
sebab kita dah tengok kit dia.
Professor Anaxa
Kalau
must
kau tengok
trust the
stream aku waktu
Trailblazer
aku
very much.
buat review
He
Dangheng
likely
tu,
thinks the Trailblazer
dah boleh
had a lot
nampak
of
dah.
fun with Dromuses, so
macam
they're
Lycon dia
well
macam
suited for
lebih
each other.
kan.
Well,
Kit dia macam
they both
boleh
like
lah
to
kan.
eat dirt.
Dan dia orang nerf dia punya shield kan. Obviously free lah kan.
Well, it just so happened that the egg hatched while under the Trailblazers' care.
Hari tu kan Riran bukan orang kata. Mana ada orang kata League tak ada pun kata dia Riran anak saya okay. League tak selaku. Dia orang kata Anaksa dengan siapa
Sayang cuba aku curahkan. Belum masalah lagi
Tak keluar nama.
kau tadakan.
Tapi ada lagu.
Akan aku tunggu hingga tahun baru.
4 dari
Right.
Samoa.
Trailblazer must take on those
Samuel, thank you untuk Pat.
little drummers into
Thank you.
adulthood. One clump.
Lagu ada alert tak
One
keluar.
at a time.
Tahu pergi mana dah
The
alert.
Trailblazer has some experience in parenting.
Terima kasih untuk RM4.
The
Sameon.
saga of Primavera Blade is proof of that.
Sameon ni selalu bagi super chat time ni tu. Time aku
So,
live stream kat YT.
What needs to be done
YouTube.
exactly?
It is said
Ni
that
apa ni?
Yoros
Tamagotchi.
gave all the Dromuses 3 gifts: indestructible musculation, perspective
Macam leak pasal
spirituality, and
Siren
connective
ni. Tak tahu sebab
charisplendor.
ada yang kata
These traits are
support untuk
important
semua lah,
indicators that
support
show
untuk
how well a
membranes
Dromus is
lah.
growing.
Ada yang bagi buff
The
lain-lain lah
Trailblazer
ikut
can
karakter
schedule
apa.
daily
Tak lah
activities
tahu
for
lah.
the Dromus while it's
Eh.
under their care. Aside from studying, you can also take your child out to relax, feed them snacks, play with them, give them a nice hot bath.
Bela-bela binatang
And
ni.
based on the Trailblazers'
grade
educational
F, ya?
methods, the Dromus baby will gain different stats and traits.
Kena sama dengan Pokemon.
This child is just too cute. Those big and shiny golden eyes are just like the Trailblazers.
Like it's their own flesh and, I mean, like a
Story of
child.
seasons,
They raise
yeah.
themselves.
Story of season ni.
Every once in a while, there will be a test to assess overall progress.
Seronok lah
Of
semua dapat.
course, if your child is
Shield
getting the
baru.
grades you want,
Yeah.
don't worry. The Trailblazer can also directly help
Aku
your
pun
child
dapat.
pass the
Finally aku ada
test.
shielder.
This educational philosophy
Cepat,
seems a
selalunya
bit
cepat
too
je.
lenient.
Dengan Marsh
In
kan.
addition to all of this, the baby Dromus will experience different stories as it grows up and will trigger some special events.
Kita akan cubalah beberapa
Wow,
pull
you
dekat
can
Lycon
change its outfit.
DDD tu okay.
Some Chrysos
At least aku dapat
Air
S3
friends
lah,
will
S3.
also
Aku ada S1
participate,
dah. Aku dah ada
helping
S5.
Trailblazer raise the baby
Aku dah ada S1, aku dah dapat pakai
With
S3.
the help and
Aku dah ada
support of so
S5
many
S3.
companions, I believe that the baby
Kita akan
Dromus
cubalah
will
okay.
grow up happy and
Tapi
strong.
tak tahu kat
and
Lycon
become the
banner siapa.
Dromus of its
Dia probably
dreams.
Marsh kot.
During the event, Trailblazers can also obtain rewards such as an avatar. I hope all
Kena
the
sambang dengan Nintendo
Trailblazers
itu
enjoy this
Nintendo pun dah
wonderful
patent macam-macam benda
Emporium
berapu
family time.
Yes.
Can't wait.
Let us now turn to the other.
Oh my god,
version of
kolam
events.
ni lagi ke?
Alright.
My god, yang bawah tu
In
lagi ke?
version
Aduh,
3.6,
bukan
the
apa ni?
event, Colorful Mayhem will come online.
Collab remake.
First, the Seal Slammers event will return in a
Okay
new
lah, Zono kan
multiplayer
ni.
mode called Double Seals.
Double seal,
This
okay.
time, the
Double
Trailblazer
better
can
ke apa?
deploy a total of 6 baby
Oh,
seals.
6, okay.
3 of them will be deployed as the main combatants,
Alright.
while the other 3 can be paired with a main team member to help in battle.
Okay.
So, in addition to considering which seals should be the main combatants, selecting the right supporting seals will also be key to securing a victory.
Sampai kan game ni pun ada support.
Aside from Seal Slammers, Origami Bird Clash will also welcome a Best of the Flock mode during this event. A total of 30 contestants will participate in a single competition. The 30 contestants will be ranked, and the contestants who score below a target level will be eliminated at the end of each round.
An Origami Bird Remake Battle Royale Edition sounds thrilling and exciting.
Yes. With the Trailblazers' 2 favorite Clash and Slam events coming back together, there should be plenty of clashing and slamming all at once this time.
Recycle lagi.
I heard
Recycle
that
mini
this
game.
event was also made for Don Hung Seal Master.
Yang penting stay legit lah, okay.
Unnecessary.
Itu yang penting.
Version 3.6 also brings another
Try not
combat
to laugh.
event for Trailblazers.
Oh, ni nak try elation tu
A
lah.
member of the
Nak try
Pentagon
elation pass lah untuk
picked up a dream
4.0
bug
lah.
called Try Not to Laugh challenge. And she
Sparkle
invited
kan, ada
a
sparkle baru
knowledgeable and
nanti.
experienced
Sparkle-
Trailblazer to participate
Sparkle
in
mode
this
baru.
mysterious
Sparkle apa
challenge.
form baru.
In the challenge, some characters will turn into comedians. When the surprise box on the action bar takes action, the comedians
Yeah.
can open up a
Ni probably
surprise
trial,
box
ni
from
probably
within
trial
to
untuk ni lah
provide
elation
combat
pass lah.
assistance to the team.
During
Sure.
combat, the Trailblazer
Tak sabar kan
needs
ni,
to
best
charge
kat
up
lah,
the
try
surprise
trial
box
ni.
as much as possible and use it to vanquish multiple waves of opponents.
Could such a delightful event be the work of Director Sparkle?
If the masked fools are involved, then Sampo might show up too, right?
As the battle progresses, the Trailblazer will be able to unlock more comedians, and they can use different methods to charge the surprise box.
Aku tengah tengok Lycon ni. Mana tahu terpul-pul terdapat Lycon ni pula.
True display of your
Terdapat
comedic talent.
Lycon Marsh pula. Lycon Marsh ni not bad guys. HP.
In addition,
Ammo Sprite.
for Trailblazers
Ooh, okay.
looking to challenge themselves and test
Siren
their
boleh
limits,
pakai kot.
we've added a new high difficulty trial in version 3.6 that will be updated
Boleh.
periodically, named Anomaly Arbitration. Anomaly Arbitration will be updated once
Apa
every
ni?
version, and
Oh ni,
Trailblazers
benda tahu ni,
is
okay.
extremely
Yang tu lah kan.
challenging.
End game mode tu.
Challenging.
Memang berampul
Can you
lampau nak
elaborate
banner
on
tu.
that, Mr. Owlbear?
Zero cycle.
Anomaly Arbitration.
Zero
consists of
cycle, eh?
3 trial stages and 1 final stage. Trailblazers must form 3
Kita
separate
pilih
teams
kena
to
ada
take
3
on
team
the
lah.
trial stages.
Yup.
After completing the trial stages, Trailblazers can assemble any characters into a team to challenge the even more difficult final stage.
Yep.
It does seem very intimidating.
Boleh shortcut terus nak pergi
Once they
final
clear the
stage boleh
final
tapi
stage,
susah gila.
Trailblazers can obtain
Ataupun
the
buat
brand
3
new
stage and then masuk
interference
final lah
key
kan.
app.
Oh?
Lepas tu dapat lah
When
dice baru
using
ni,
variable
kita
dice to
boleh
give
reroll,
size
lepas tu kita
subsidiary
boleh
stats
lock
of a 5-star
benda yang
relic.
kita tak nak.
The interference key can be
Alright,
added
contohnya
to
kita boleh lock
lock
defense.
one
Kita nak
subsidiary
defense flat kan.
stat. Running that stat
Aku boleh
can be
baca dia nak
enhanced during
lock
this
apa.
reroll.
Walaupun dia bahasa ni kan,
That is
macam table.
very useful.
ni
Now
kan yang
there's a
toxic
higher
tu lah,
chance
toxic.
of enhancing key substats.
Ni yang toxic.
Yep.
Yang kita sebagai bukan apa, kita takkan dapat lah banner ni. Kita takkan dapat yang apa, bash ni okay. Ni untuk orang-orang yang sultan je E6. Kita hanya boleh mungkin boleh dapat yang warna silver. Reward dia pun tak ada apa-apa pun.
It really is Complainer. So cute.
Yeah.
I like to challenge myself.
Boleh lah dapat anjing yang
I'll
useless. Bukan bagi
definitely
buff
try
pun.
this event out.
Right?
Tokens are mainly obtained through clearing anomal arbitration stages. At the same time, you can also use
Kita nak
shade
dice je
feathers
dalam ni
to
kan.
exchange for a certain amount of the
Ah.
new token and
Nak dice je.
experience priceless jewels.
Yang lain tak kisah pun.
The store's
Dan
offering
kat sini tak ada Stella, tak dapat Stella J tau. Ha. So kalau tak nak challenge tak apa lah. Ha.
Trailblazers will also
Kalau rasa ada
receive a
3
little
team,
surprise gift from
boleh challenge.
Pom-Pom on version
Tapi syok gak macam at least boleh kita
When
sonok lah build
Trailblazers
kan.
log into the game,
At least
they
guna
will
2 team,
obtain
at
an
least selalu guna 2 team, boleh guna
key
lagi 1
for
team
free
extra kan. Ha.
and a certain amount of the new token.
Thank you,
We'll have
conductor.
to thank Pom Pom then.
All right, time for a short break. There's still more version news to share with you.
Banyak lagi berita ni,
We
ada
come
berita
back.
besar ni. Ada berita besar lagi ni, tak habis ni. Apa berita besar lagi? Ha? Evernight free. Cik tiba-tiba dua-dua free. Tak adalah. Apa lagi berita besar? Kau nak try ke nanti Fik? Ha? DDD dekat banner March. Kau masalahnya The Tom ELC pun dah ada kan. Tu lah. Kalau kata kau tak ada The Tom ELC, okey lah kan. Sambil menyelam minum air. Tapi aku masih tak ada sambil menyelam minum air pun. Aku menyelam minum air jugalah. Sebab Lycon Evernight ni kan, Memo Sprite kan. Kalau aku tak dapat Evernight pun, aku boleh letak Lycon ni dekat ni Sirene kan. Kalau kata aku tak nak Lycon dia ataupun apa-apa lah yang run HP kan, Remembrance, skill dengan HP.
Welcome back. Let us continue with
Oh
more
dah
version
selalu
content.
dia bagi tahu siap ni.
First, our old friend
Pulau Pripol,
will arrive on schedule. in
Pulau Pool
version
dapat Evernight.
3.6.
The planar fissure and realm of the strange events
Double
will also
planar
return.
fissure itu je lah.
Complete the challenges to get double rewards.
Lepas tu Kevin Relay
Version
set baru yang
3.6,
telah
Cavern of
ditukar-tukar kan.
Corruption, Path of Hidden Salvation is also set to
Daripada
come
skill
online.
point jadi
Successfully
apa,
beat it to obtain 2 relic sets.
3 damage ke apa
World
ya.
Remaking Deliverer and Self-Enshrouded Recluse.
Ya.
Version 3.6 also brings some system optimizations.
Suka topi tu, cantik topi.
Firstly, the main story replay function previously mentioned will officially come online. Trailblazers can choose to re-experience completed
replay.
Trailblaze missions.
Siapa nak replay mission-mission ni?
companion
Aduh.
missions. At the same time, they can freely choose if they wish to view specific cutscenes and cinematics.
Oh, boleh tengok cutscene lah. Tapi kita
Now,
bukan
catch
boleh
it up and
delete.
keep up with the
Delete
story.
bagi file besar je
Easier
apa.
than ever.
And
Space
we
besar.
can rewatch the most exciting clips and animations from the story.
Semua orang nak tengok balik je lah kan.
Of course.
Pergi kat YouTube je lah
To
tengok.
help Trailblazers quickly understand the important events of the current version, version 3.6 will
Apa ada
also
tanda?
introduce the Journey Highlights function.
Highlight.
On the Journey Highlights tab, Trailblazers can quickly view important ongoing and
Yang bagi tahu
upcoming
yang mana yang
events.
kau boleh dapat pool
They can
dengan
also
Stella
give
Jade.
info about the
Untuk
rewards
orang-orang
for
yang
the
ting-tong
corresponding
kan.
events.
Yang tak tahu kat
certainly
mana.
more intuitive
Padahal
now,
dia simple
and
je.
the goals are
Event
clearer.
sama dengan Stella Jade lah kan.
Next up, we'll introduce some
Wah,
collaboration news.
Ebidu controller.
Star Rail and 8-Bit Dough are releasing an Evernight themed controller. Purchase a controller and get additional merch and in-game virtual rewards.
Okay.
Orders are now open. Hurry up and grab one.
Yes.
Awesome.
Well, today's
Cantik
special
controller.
program has now
Oh, itu je?
come to an end.
Okay lah. Tak nak lah itu je. Okay tu.
Bye-bye.
Macam tak je.
Thank you, Trailblazers.
Until
Macam
next time.
macam macam
Thank
macam
you, everyone.
Bubble tea
umpan
time.
je. Bubble tea time nampak.
All new large
Oh,
scale
permanent game
mode
mode.
is coming soon. Revolutionize the battlefield with boundless strategy. Form a 10-person team. Choose your own
Boleh
extraordinary
magic
rivals.
chest. Tiba magic chest.
Four
Tak lah dah.
character combos. Activate powerful buffs.
Benda siap
Try out gameplay exclusive character ability.
Dapat Stella J tak?
Currency Wars. Ready for launch? in
Currency.
version 3.7.
Currency war. Okay.
Stay tuned.
Apa ni? Tak faham. Apa tu? Faham dah. Alright. So, yep. Dangeng free. DDD kan. Okay tu kan. Betul kan tadi DDD kan. Sekejap. Dance. Sorry. Dia gambar, betul kan dia? Gambar macam apa? Mata tu kan. Yelah tu. Dia tu. Tu ni gambar ni. Okay. Mata yang bentuk V ni, okay. Alright. Yup, itu je lah kot untuk 3.6. Kita akan, sebab dia ada 2 tau. Satu tu yang most welcome you tu kan. Selalu kena bait kan. Ni kan gambar. So nanti aku akan buat ringkasan lah untuk 3.6 punya apa presentation. Okay lah, banyak benda yang menarik. Tapi highlightnya tu je lah. Banner rerun biasa je lah kan. Tanggung free. Then apa, DDD. 2 tu je lah kot. Itu je lah yang highlight. Yang lain tu biasa je. Okay. Yup, itu je. Card 5 Vanguard. Oh yeah, tentu tak minat sangat Card 5 Vanguard. Okay, kita jumpa lagi. Bye bye. See you in the V1 beta 3.7. Okay. Sehari ni, which is 12 hari lagi. Saya tadi apa? Saya tadi crit rate. Okay. Memo sprite, make HP. Oh, ni untuk Marsh lah. Alright. Marsh ni satu. Shield. Okay, satu lagi untuk ni kan. Untuk apa? Untuk Dang Heng. Okay, bye-bye. Jumpa lagi. Selamat malam. Selamat bercuti. Bye. Jumpa saya kat Purple, okay? Bye.